Hello, everybody, and welcome to Manga Reflux. Bleach is back! Yay!
Yay.
Yay!
Everybody's
Everyone's so
happy.
excited.
Yeah, everybody wants Bleach.
Okay, in absolute fairness, I did kind of want Bleach to come back, but I'm so fucking tired right now. So, yay! Bleach is back, so we're doing that first, and then we got another Naruto thing. I think it's the start of the war. So
I just want to
nice
say,
to have it back, yeah.
I just want to say, right now, first page of the manga, the translator note. Although Huak has been the standard, his name should be Juha-bak or Yuha-bak. The Bak part is definitely there. Thank you.
it's satisfying knowing people are listening.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all the worthwhile content that happened on the first page.
Yeah, there's just like there's like a dead guy on the floor and blood on the wall.
Yeah, I guess the Soul King Palace was just filled with monk dudes.
Blind
Seems
monk.
more like caretakers rather than any kind of warriors. I mean, they already have Squad Zero, so I mean, why would they need more?
Why would
I wouldn't want my janitors to be blindfolded.
Like,
That's just
why
me,
would
though.
we need caretakers? He's like trapped in amber or something. Like,
Hey, it might leak, you never know. It might develop cracks or something.
Okay. Not entirely sure I see the logic, but whatever. And then we have found out of... I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
Don't question it. Just keep going.
It's Ichigo, but not any form we're familiar with, I think.
I think it's supposed to be hollowified second form. Like, when he did the thing where he was a giant goat man.
Yeah.
But if it was crossed between that and him as a human, so sort of... I guess the Arrancar form, maybe?
Actually, Roncar form is probably it.
It's pretty okay. Okay, and Yuhabak is about to kill a dude. The dude that he killed last time.
Does he have arms?
we-
Like, what's his face?
What do you mean?
Soul King has no arms. But
Looks
Soul
like he
King
doesn't,
has no
yeah.
arms. He's like Taboo from the Smash Brothers. Except Taboo from Smash Brothers just had his arms crossed, apparently.
He doesn't need arms. He's a king. He's got people to be arms for him.
That's what those guys around were for, you know, like, I need somebody to wipe my butt, you know?
Oh. Okay, Tetsu, it's your turn. I thought it was your...
It's Shirosaki, by the way. I just looked it up. It's Hollow Ichigo.
Okay. Yeah, so... Yuhabak stabs a dude through ice or stone or crystal or something.
Amber. Like in
Or
Or
amber.
pure energy. We don't even really know what that is.
I have a feeling that it's just gonna piss off the Soul King.
The Soul King lives in grayscale.
Yuobak
yeah.
still has 3 pupils, in case you were wondering.
This is,
And the Soul King has a star.
Yeah.
This is Bleach 612, chapter named Dirty. Oh, man.
The Soul King has twinkly eyes. He's Dumbledore. Young he is.
The Soul
Great.
King is dirty. Because he has no tenants to give him sponge baths anymore.
Oh,
Because
I remember now. This was the chapter title. I was going to attempt to sing Christina Aguilera, and that was going to be bad.
don't do that. Please.
Yeah, I'm so glad I'm too tired to do that, because that would be bad. And then we have a few people hitting a building and then flying off, I guess.
Hey,
What
They're
that looks
ninja
like.
jumping.
hey, look! There's the 2 Shinigami that have been... Where have they been? They're important. Yeah.
Oh, great, it's Renji. Actually, I kind of wanted to see what was going on with these characters.
I did too. It's just they've been nowhere this entire time.
Well, considering all of their opponents except for Butterfinger died, it would have been nice to know what
I
happened.
think it's safe to say that everybody's dead at this point.
Not everyone's dead.
Butterfinger will live on.
I mean, I wish Big Mouth and Burnerfinger were alive, but we're hoping against hope at this point.
Big Mouth.
Whatever, just because you're biased against her doesn't mean I have to be.
Anyway, Shinji alive. Yay for Shinji.
Everybody's being up. It's all good.
And the fat guy is alive.
Soy Fun's lieutenant.
Yeah.
Alright, you're the best person in the entire Shinigami.
He's fast. That's kind of all he had going for him. And money, apparently. He's hired because he had money. Or recruited.
Yeah, and he's sticking up for Shinji for some reason.
And his speech bubbles are ignored by the rest of the group.
Pretty much. And his sister's there because reasons.
Well,
Tiny.
Last time he got saved, like one of the Quincy's were trying to kill him, I think, and were attacking his sister to get him out of there. So he wound up having to get her out of there while a captain ended up taking on the Quincy that was attacking. That's what I remember. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. And Soy Phone's back.
Yay!
Actually, yay.
Legit, yay.
I actually like Soy Phone.
Yay. She's a ninja.
Now here's the surprising thing to me. What Soifan says in the next panel. The wounds that the girl and I suffered at the hands of the enemy have only just healed thanks to the efforts of Captain Hinamori.
Yeah, that's a translator error or writers and editors error, because she is not wearing the captain's thing. What's it called? Howery, I think it is.
Yeah. Or
she's not wearing one of those.
Some kind of coat, yeah.
Also, Shinji is captain of Squad 5.
Thank God, I thought, did I miss something huge happening?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking for a second.
Yeah, the Visors all literally took back all their old spots. So, Shinji is captain of Squad 5.
I think...
Which one was the captain of Squad 3? It was one of the ones that no one cares about.
I think Rose is a captain, and I think...
Yeah, and it was...
What's his...
Kensei was captain of 9 again. So... Unless Shinji has suddenly been found unfit for duty, then he's still captain, and Hinamori is like lieutenant.
That brings up something. Why are the Vizards just accepting this? I mean, I realize it's kind of time to band together to fight the common foe and all that, but they were exiled forcibly, and they're just kind of cool with heading back and being like, it's forgiveness all around.
This happened in the time skip, so we don't actually know what happened, and we probably never will, because... Plot holes, who cares? Actually, at this point, seriously, plot holes, who cares? We're kind of too far into the rabbit hole to care about that stuff anymore.
Okay, Soifo's gotten all soft on us. Moron, she was kind to begin with. Soifone. Yeah.
Also, am I the only one that finds those bandages somehow attractive?
No.
On the next page?
No.
I think so.
I don't think you're the only one.
Anyway. Alright, so people are showing up. They are trying to gather all the remaining high-ranking Shinigami.
The ones that are left alive.
Because fuck the mooks. They can all die.
They will die.
Once again, at this point, everyone but Burnerfinger is apparently dead, so there aren't any enemies left to fight, and Burnerfinger is too cool to actually just try and pick a fight right now.
You realize he's dead, right?
He's not dead.
He's not. He'll live forever.
Mm-hmm.
So, next page, see the Kisuke Urahara.
This is an underwhelming splash page.
Here's what he's doing. He's making a roped-off circle in the center of this platform. That's what he's been doing this entire time. Carefully swinging the rope through every loop.
Urahara Kisuke is crafting a sumo tournament that we can all enjoy during this invasion.
I hope Soyphone gets to play.
Okay, people who work in the supermarkets, they just kind of fiddle with stuff on the shelves to look busy, so they don't have to do more work. This is what Kisuke is doing right now. This rope is definitely not tied. I better keep working on this.
I'm waiting for the next page, and it's not loading.
Yeah, so...
There we go.
Yay, this is the page that I like.
So, the sister thing is back. Because we all needed this character to be important. Oh, by the way, this character is important now, and everyone knows her and has all along. Even though no one has ever mentioned her in 600 chapters, she's totally always been around.
It's him. It's
Sorry.
a boy.
He's always been around.
Soyphone's reaction
honest,
is kind of amazing.
It is. And to be honest, the only one that really would know him would be Soyphone because, you know, her family worked with everybody's family. And it's like, her circumstances would mean that she would know him. So that's understandable. And her and Urahara are really the only people that know this person, and this person already introduced themselves to Urahara.
Also, Yoruichi left for family, pretty much. So if he stayed, he would be pretty sheltered. So it makes sense nobody would actually see him.
Yeah. And
he would be the next heir, which means Soyphone would probably have been the attendant for a while.
And so Soyphone and him would have an established relationship going by that. So it's
I guess so.
Understandable that I haven't seen you in a while. Because Captain, I'm busy. Sure got big. And that face he has is just adorable.
Anyway, Shinji ain't got time for this crap. And frankly, I agree with him.
Yeah.
So, what's the deal, Kisuke? And Kisuke is like, hey, the 7th aren't going to be showing up because shit went down.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't no meds, so they ain't getting no medics.
Yeah, sucks about that, huh? Nice work, what's her name, who died for a really stupid reason.
Pretty much.
Unohana.
That's her name. Thank you.
Seriously,
I try not to
accomplish?
remember the names of stupid people. It's not really worth my time.
Wow, getting all mean up in here.
It was dumb.
It
was so dumb.
It was dumb, but she was a victim to bad writing.
That's not fair to not hold that against her. This isn't like an actor that was just given a bad role, so you can't blame them for it.
That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like, because it felt so out of left field. But, anyways, moving forward.
Yeah, so we couldn't send a medical team, so the request for one was denied because we don't have one, because stupid people were being stupid, so, we don't have any medical teams anymore.
Our medical captain committed glorified suicide, so we don't have any of those left, despite still having a whole squad of them.
Captain Kuski has informed us that the 3rd and 9th Division captains will move along to the 12th, and Kurosuchi is with them, so I guess they'll be joining us eventually.
Please die. Please die.
He'll get to it after he experiments on more bodies. It makes sense.
There are so many Shinigami corpses just laying around. It's not like anybody's doing anything with them.
Yeah, totally. He'll probably make an army of zombies now. And he's still got Hitsugaya zombie to play with.
Yeah.
So
nobody thought to take that away from him.
I feel like Kuratsuchi would kind of be like James Woods at this point. Ooh, a dead Shinigami. Ooh, a dead Shinigami. Over and over again. Yeah.
Of the existing Shinigamis that are out there, Kurosuchi deserves to die, but he's never going to, and it's great.
Yeah.
Is he, super popular, or does the author like him or something? Or, what? I don't...
I find Kurosuchi hilarious.
Yeah.
He's entertaining, and I like when he's on screen. I just want him to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of a horrible... He's kind of
Well, it's a good
horrible.
thing that he has died at least once in the course of the series, so, if you really want to, you can go back and read when Uryu fought him.
Uryu technically killed the shit out of him, it's just, for some reason, he didn't die.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the same. That's like blue balling you. It's like, you want him to be dead, and you get the satisfaction, and then there's no release. He doesn't actually die, and it's like, why?
You could say that Slicer's got a boner for murder.
It's a murder on, thank you very much.
Alright, moving on.
Right, so...
And yeah,
there's been no word from the 10th at all. Because, Hitsugai's dead.
You know what I've realized what this is? This is summing up everything that's been happening in the last chapters. So, yeah, we could have just... I feel like for some of the certain squads that we focused on, we could have just had something like this.
No, this is more summing up what they know about the situation. We know what happened to the 10th Division, but they don't know.
Sure.
Pretty much, yeah.
11th Division is fucked. Because
Captain Zaraki needs to get back and use his Bankai and whatever. He needs to heal him.
he had that big power up just to be in critical condition.
Yeah, that was worthwhile.
Is he going
to
do anything, or...?
No, he did his thing. He had a big fight, and he won.
See, that's the problem with, Kenpachi's, everybody's like, oh, he's so awesome, he's so cool. And then when he actually does something, he ends up doing nothing in the end.
He had one fight,
yeah.
And that character that he fought would have died by now. Regardless. In the meantime, we lost, the best medic we had, who could have been, keeping people alive, including Zaraki.
Far more useful, yeah.
I feel kind of like a hypocrite considering I was complaining about exactly this last time on the Naruto thing, but yeah.
Yeah, well,
they're different series. You got to judge them differently.
Maybe. There's a little bit of hope.
And hey guys, guess what? We're all gonna break into the Soul King's palace.
Yeah, this is a great plan. If you were gonna do that, why didn't you do that when everyone else was doing that?
Also, it took how long for Ichigo to get there? Or Ichigo and Ko to get there? What, 12 chapters?
A while.
Everything is going to be over by the time they get there.
That's what's going to happen, because Ichigo's already there, so, yeah. They're going to show up
Unless
at the very
he
end and be
loses, then they show up and give him a magical power-up.
Which is what I'm guessing, because he says we have all the captains together, and the massive amount of spiritual pressure from all of them amassed together, it's going to be combine your energy, and let's have Ichigo use it or whatever. Again.
Yeah. And then we have a picture of Ichigo looking at a ball.
Wait. Does that mean the Menos
no,
fight is foreshadowing?
Sorry, what?
The Menos fight, way back when Uryu used Ichigo's power to fire the massive arrow or whatever it was, or the other way around, or something?
That, and when they did the same thing to bring his powers back.
Yeah.
Great.
They stabbed him, basically.
So that's gonna be foreshadowing then, do you think?
Probably.
Yeah. It's saying,
foreshadowing,
it was
lazy writing, it's basically the same thing.
Alright, and then Monk Dude's like, sorry, but you cannot win against Yuha Bak!
Huak.
Not Huak! Yuha Bak! Oh, the release! Oh.
I'm surprised I'm not the most excited about this, but, I'll let Zero be that for me. That's kind of nice.
Zero's excitement is always way more fun.
You cannot win against Yuha Bak! Not Huak!
I don't give any kind of shit about this.
You can't win against Huak! No, it's Yuha Bak.
Moving past the name thing, the monk's just like, y'all fucked. So...
Yeah, no indication of what his actual plan is, just, no, it's not going to work for you.
He's like, hey, I feel it's like I lost, so you guys can't win.
it might be, or it's like the power you used to revive me was the exact amount of power you needed to beat him. Sorry about that.
It's actually one less than the power you needed to beat him. So, yeah.
And that's the chapter. And then we have fan art of someone who apparently could have ended the war in an instant, but it's a Quincy, so I imagine that's not true at all.
Yeah. I think that's just a colored picture of someone.
Yeah, but we have no idea who it is, which means this was absolute bullshit, the entire speech in this page.
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah. Oh well. So that was Bleach, and it was satisfying in some ways, creepy in others.
Yuhabak.
I'm tempted to swap sides again just to be pedantic, and just say it's Hwak now.
Right.
No.
Yuhabak. That's a dick thing to say.
I said I'm tempted. I didn't say I was going to do it.
Contrarian.
Yeah.
Alright. So, here we go. Naruto.
Yay, Naruto. It's the war thing that's going on now. Woo.
I think this was when I actually had stopped.
Right.
I think this was actually when I stopped reading and and I only got back into it because we started doing the whole manga review thing.
Yeah, this is right around that point.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So, Ken, please.
All right.
Maestro.
Last time we left off with Sasuke and Naruto clashing after the 5 Kage Summit Art. They had a fight, and Sasuke got his shit wrecked by every Kage, and it just killed Danzo. And Naruto was having his crisis of self about, what do I do about Sasuke? The world's going to end because of stuff he's doing. But
Yeah, we basically ran through this. Well, I basically ran through this entire thing. It was like, hey, this week we're going to fight, and we're probably going to kill each other.
Yeah, so anyway, now it's revealed that the Kisame that died in a fight with Killer Bee was actually a clone of Zetsu. Real Kisame's inside Samehada, or whatever the fuck, I can't pronounce that sword's name.
Samehada.
And they're taking him all over the place. Into Kumo, and he's getting all the intel. A ninja thing.
Yeah.
A first actual ninja thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has ever happened in this series that we've actually seen happen. I'm going to spy on you without you recognizing I'm there.
And naturally it's done by the criminal.
Yeah, because he's the bad ninja.
The bad guy. Yeah. Evil ninjas spy.
And
Good ninjas do really dumb things. Because they're the good guys.
Dumb is good. And good is dumb.
Someone moving furniture in the background?
That's what it sounds like.
I don't know.
And in addition to that, Kabuto's getting his Orochimaru on. He's got more Orochimaru powers now. So.
Yay. Well, ish. I mean, I don't think Orochimaru ever actually turned into Pot Snake. You know.
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him, but I wouldn't know.
You could argue with the shed skin thing, but he never grew a tail, let's say that much.
Fair enough.
A tail made of snakes. One snake. Snake tail. That's a literal snake. He's a chimera.
Of snakes.
Anyway.
Yeah. Is he a solid snake?
I think he's a liquid snake, because his powers later on.
I think he's a big boss.
That's a lie. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself.
Yeah.
Alright.
Boy,
Anyway.
is this humor going right over my head.
I'm sorry.
See, there was this series called Metal Gear Solid, and it had a lot of characters called Snake in it.
Ah.
That's pretty much the joke.
Solid snake, a liquid snake,
And
Probably
solid dust
gassy-
snake.
probably a gassy snake in there somewhere.
Yeah. Does this make Naruto the Grey Fox? No.
No, because that character
Naruto
actually
is
cool.
nowhere near that cool.
Alright. Back on topic. Village stuff's happening. They all go back. And Naruto tells everyone that why he didn't beat Sasuke at the time was because I couldn't beat him right then if we'd have fought. I'll fight him when the time's right.
Bullshit.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty bullshit.
So now there's more turmoil because Danzo's dead. So your temporary Hokage is dead. The one that you put in because your other one was down and out. But lo and behold, it's a miracle because Tsunade wakes up.
Yay.
Hey, it's everybody's favorite hero.
And Kakashi breathes a sigh of relief because they're about to fucking make him the next Hokage. He didn't want that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they tend to die, apparently, so, you know.
Tsunade had a reason for hating the not wanting to be Hokage. A realistic one aside from boo-hoo, my family's dead.
Yeah, they all tend to get kind of murdered at some point or another.
Once again, they've lost 2 in 3 years, and 1 is on death's door.
Pretty bad track record.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe they're just really bad at picking leaders, which means that if they picked him, that would say a lot about his skill set and how terrible he is. Which would be accurate, but, you know...
Every Kage's pretty much been killed brutally, if you think about it.
Pretty much.
Well, at least they used to space it out a bit.
And other than that, Sasuke's got Itachi's eyes in him now. And he feels Itachi's power flowing into him. He's wearing bandages over his eyes, which is funny.
Yeah. And he's like that for a little while. Right?
Yeah. Because, major eye surgery, you kind of don't look at things immediately.
I got laser eye surgery.
I thought Sasuke was so badass he wouldn't even need eyes and he could fight blind and stuff because he's such a...
I'm utterly shocked that didn't happen at the end of the series.
That's why I stopped. It probably would have happened if... I imagine the editor would have, really wanted that to happen or something.
I feel like somebody slapped his hand away when he mentioned that. Okay, so he fights blind. No. Bad. Get back in your box.
Yeah, this is the only time I'm going to give the writer credit and say he pretty much said no when the editor was like, hey, maybe we should have him fight blind, huh? That'd be badass, right? Let's make Sasuke more badass. Yeah. And what's his name? I honestly never can remember the writer's name. It's like, no, don't be an idiot. Because it was that level of stupid that what's his name could actually say that was stupid. That's pretty low. So very low. Anyway.
Alright.
Where were we?
So, Konoha's preparing for this gigantic war, which they have no idea what they're fighting, but it's the next great Shinobi War, so preparation needs to be made, apparently. Mm. And Naruto is chilling and eating ramen when...
Naturally.
Yep. And then he gets reverse summoned to the Toad Mountain.
In fairness, he doesn't actually know about the war.
Yeah. Not yet.
So...
Yeah, the main thing that they come up with is, he can't find out about this at all, or he'll do something stupid. So, and we need to protect him. This war is being fought to protect Jinchuriki. If Naruto finds out there's a war, stupid things are going to happen, so he can't ever find out that there's a war happening.
Okay, let's clarify that a bit further. We're protecting the Jinchuriki, not so we can protect the Jinchuriki, but so that the enemy can't get their hands on them, because that is the exact thing they need to win and destroy the world.
Pretty much, yeah.
So this is not to protect the Jinchuriki, this is to save the world.
This is pretty much the most sense any plan has made in this series.
Yes, this is the best reason we have ever had that Naruto needs to stay alive. The fact that he's still breathing was not as good a reason in comparison to keeping him alive for this reason. So, yeah. Also, I'm still very tired, so sentence logic is not great at the moment.
Alright, so meanwhile, Sage of the Toads tells him you have a very powerful destiny about you, and he gives him, the key to his seal, so he can do seal stuff later.
Great.
Meanwhile...
Powerful destiny. Look forward to it.
Everyone's favorite support character that never gets to do anything, Anko, finds a bunch of bodies that are victims of Kabuto, who she was sent to go hunt. And... Kabuto is pretty much leading her into like a trap. He's going to find Tobi, everyone's favorite dude in the mask.
Yeah.
And it's basically to blackmail him into working with him by showing him all these bodies he reincarnated, because Kabuto's been a grave robin.
Fitting.
I can show you the world.
Well, let's clarify that a little bit. He's not been grave robbing all these famous people. He's been grave robbing regular people so that he can reincarnate those regular people into super powerful people. Is the way it works.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He kind of needs the DNA of the people he's turning dead bodies into.
I didn't know that. Yeah, okay. I didn't know that because that wasn't a factor in the Orochimaru thing. Okay.
So he pretty much reincarnates everybody that died in Akatsuki, except for Hidan, because he's technically not dead. And
yeah.
These are the generals for Tobi's army.
Yeah. Oh, and the lightsaber guy.
Lightsaber guy?
Yeah, he gets resurrected too.
Who's lightsaber?
Sure, why not? The guy with the Nidame's...
The guy with the lightsaber.
Naruto breaks it with the Rasengan or whatever. So it's not seen very often.
Also the Seven Swordsmen and stuff. That was here, right?
Oh, you mean the fucking dude from the filler episode?
Yeah.
That wasn't canon, so he didn't get resurrected, but everyone else
He totally did get resurrected.
Whatever you need to think to make yourself feel better. And there's also an unseen body that apparently startles Tobi, who is still going under the guise of Madara Uchiha.
Who could it be?
We'll find out later.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Anyway. There's one condition. Yeah, Kabuto can't be anywhere near Sasuke until the war because he wants to kill Sasuke. Because Tobi
makes sense.
Tobi still has plans for him, and Kabuto's kind of a dick. He would totally kill him. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Is it a you killed my master kind of thing, or just a...
I don't think so.
I don't know. I mean, he did have that kind of respect for Orochimaru. And he did want to kill Sasuke because he killed Orochimaru.
Even though he didn't do anything when he walked in on Sasuke killing Orochimaru.
Yeah.
Yeah, this character was always a bit confused in the whole motivation sense.
I think he didn't do anything at the time because it's like, okay, what am I going to do?
Kill the guy that killed your master, considering he only killed your master because he was sick and dying at the time?
That... I more meant he was more powerful. Sasuke was.
How do we know that?
I don't know.
Based on the fact that, Kabuto was Orochimaru's disciple, I guess you could say, for longer than Sasuke was, and was much more powerful than Sasuke was at the beginning, and thus probably much more powerful now, especially considering he uses a lot of techniques that the Sharingan can't copy. He probably had a decent shot. And in the whole revenge, you kill my master kind of motivation, you don't really think clearly about it, especially when it's happening right in front of you. I don't know.
It's true.
Alright, let's just say Kabuto pussied out, because that's what he did. But...
yeah, okay.
Matters of life and death, I mean, you expect a villain to do something heroic?
Heroic, avenging your villain master is not so heroic. It's pretty much neutral on the scale.
It balances out, yeah.
Yeah, especially if we end it with torture. And it's evil, sort of, yeah.
Anyway, where were we?
Anyway.
Kabuto can't touch Sasuke and stuff.
Yeah.
He's too important.
So now they're
important.
So now they're together for the war. Tobi has an army, and Kabuto has generals that aren't actual plant mooks, so that there's an actual chance of this working.
Yeah.
Now the Kage get together and come up with a plan that Killer Bee and Naruto are not fighting this fucking war.
Because that would be dumb.
So they decide, well, what are we going to do? I mean, well, they're going to find out about it no matter what when the entire fucking villages are going to be mobilizing to fight. So what do? We'll put them on an island where there's no one there and keep them the fuck away from everything.
Yeah, because it would be really stupid to let them get on the battlefield. Remember this, audience, because this will come up later.
So, Naruto, Yamato, and a bunch of other shinobi end up going to an island near Kumo. It's like, what is it? The Turtle Island.
Yeah.
Isolated training area full of gigantic fucking animals.
Yeah, it's on the back of a giant turtle.
We don't know that yet. We learn that later.
Turtle Island, you could assume, I guess. It's a pretty common concept. It's a strangely common concept, actually, now that I think about it.
It's a cultural thing, but I can't remember the specifics of it enough to explain.
Okay, that doesn't explain why Discworld did it.
Oh. I'm not familiar with Discworld, so I could...
Discworld is literally a world that is as flat as ancient religions would have you believe, and it sits on the back of a giant turtle that is flying through space.
Alright, yeah. Weird, but not... That makes sense in a weird sort of way.
Turtles
What?
in space!
I've seen the...
Okay, Slicer, it makes sense in a weird sort of way. Please explain.
I've seen
this
the
weird sort of
concept
way.
used enough that, it's not completely foreign.
You realize it's probably not completely foreign because people were copying Discworld, right? It's like decades old at this point.
I don't think they were copying Discworld.
Okay.
Turtles in space.
Anyway.
Alright, we're introduced more to Killer Bee other than just the guy, that he's more than just the rapping black guy with the 8 tails in him. He's also the world's best gene tree. He can actually control the whole thing.
Okay, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Are the Kumo people actually supposed to be black, or are they supposed to be that sort of dark Japanese color? The same way that white characters in anime tend to be not actually white, but very pale Japanese complexion.
I don't know, actually.
Well, judging from the fact that Kumo is the only one that has people of this color, and Killer Bee's rapper.
Yeah, I mean, different regions of Japan have different skin colors, is what I'm saying. So
I don't know. I can't.
this might be that. I honestly don't know.
I want to say that they're black, but I don't. I can't.
That's a stereotype, though. Just because
I know
they
it
rap,
is. That's why I want to say it is. One character in the series does it, and he's black and has cornrows.
Racist.
All right. Sure. Let's throw that line out there.
You know I'm joking. You do know I'm joking, right?
I don't know anymore. All right.
It was a serious question about the concept, though, so if anyone in the audience knows, that'd be interesting to find out about.
Do that. So anyway, Naruto realizes, hey, he's a Jinchuriki and he's the best. I kind of suck at being a Jinchuriki. I should ask him for help. And he does. And Killer Bee turns him down.
Good.
You're like, fuck.
Wait, why is that good?
I've been learning how to do this for 20 years. You can learn on your own.
Yeah. Because Killer Bee realized that Naruto sucks, and he is the only one apparently to do so. So that immediately ends my respect. Damn, Killer Bee is awesome.
Harem technique doesn't work on him either, apparently, if you remember.
It doesn't?
Apparently not.
You'd expect him to come up with something about that. He is a rapper, after all. You'd think some sort of reaction. That's kind of a thing that they're all about.
Yeah.
No? Okay. Oh, well. He's a good rapper, apparently, so, you know.
Oh.
Now, when you say good...
He doesn't spend all of his time rapping about how awesome he is and how much money he has and how many bitches he gets, which is what every rapper under the sun does at the moment.
He gets all of them. He doesn't need to brag. It's already a given fact.
If you're that good, you don't need to brag about it. And rap about something useful or important or worthwhile or interesting.
Yeah, like how Shinobi endure. Rap about that. Rap about that without it actually being rap. Go ahead and do that.
That's actually an interesting rap because Shinobi aren't supposed to endure. They're supposed to run and hide.
It's true.
But they do endure in this series. That's interesting.
No, it's not. It's not interesting. It's not what ninjas do.
No, he's commenting on how that doesn't make sense and the idea of the setting and the culture and everything. It doesn't make sense, so he's commenting on it.
I wouldn't know. I wasn't aware that song had lyrics. I only thought the two lyrics to that song were Shinobi we endure. That's all the lyrics. That's like Killer Bee's version of Peanut Butter Jelly Time.
It's really very insightful, though. You gotta admit.
I don't have to admit anything.
Okay.
So
Killer Bee turns him down.
Killer Bee turns him down, and Naruto's all down in the dumps, and then Killer Bee's best buddy, for some reason, tells Naruto how Killer Bee learned how to control the Eight Tails by going to the Falls of Truth. It was the first step.
Oh, this thing. Okay.
So at the dude takes him to the Falls of Truth and tells Naruto to sit down in front of the waterfall. And when Naruto does this, an evil version of Naruto appears.
Nega Naruto. Dun dun dun.
Water Wakage, etc.
Hollow
I'm
Naruto.
Shadow.
Dun dun
The true
dun.
self and all that.
Oturan, as the fandom has named him.
Oh, that's... Why do they keep doing...
Oturan. Dun dun dun.
So they're doing the shadow concept. I am you, you are me. We're the same and stuff, and tries to goad him and saying, no, you're not me, and they fight and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because that's how this always goes.
Yeah, pretty much. Dark Naruto tells Naruto he's an idiot and an imposter, insults him over the choices he's made to want to protect and fight for Konoha when no one really cared about him ever. And
thank you,
blah, blah, blah.
Shadow Naruto, for being the only character to call him on this, ever. Literally ever.
Nobody has? I swear somebody has.
Oh wait, Pain probably did, only Naruto kind of bullshitted his way through it.
Yay. I mean, no.
No, Pain did it as in he was trying to make Naruto give in to his anger and pain and stuff about what he did to the village.
Give in to your pain, says
Not what the village
Pain.
So anyway, Oturan and Naruto fight.
Oh, don't call him that.
I'm going to, because it pisses you off. You shouldn't have reacted.
What else do we call him?
Shadow Naruto. It's the same... It's Persona. It's literally Persona.
Yeah, that means Persona is sullied by the reference, though, so let's not do that.
Right. Let's not. Okay.
So they fight, but they both use the exact same moves no matter what, so that's a tie. They can't beat each other. And it's all a dream, and the dude that took Naruto to the fall says he has to defeat Oturan to control the Nine-Tails.
That's not how that works, by the way. The evil half always wins. That's the point.
My evil half always wins.
In Dragon Ball Z, Piccolo was the evil half and he won in the end.
Sort of did, yeah, actually.
So, yeah.
Yeah, there are occasions where you can win against your dark half, and usually it's a test of, is your way better than mine? But that's not what this is.
Well,
so...
you're supposed to win in the end, but it's not... The first meeting is supposed to tell you how wrong you are, or something to that effect.
Yeah, the first meeting, when you meet with your darker side, it's okay for you to lose the first time, as long as there's a second time where you can win, typically, is how it goes.
Yeah. They actually did this in the Old Republic, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. If there's a spot, at least in the Sith Warrior path, where you go to a certain spot and it's like, hey, this is going to bring up your other half, and it's literally your diametric opposite. So if you went light side, then it'll be your dark side, and if you went dark side, then it'll be your light side.
Huh.
And you can either give in and go dark side or light side, depending, or you can stick with your path, and you have to fight him to move on.
Cool.
And it's an exact same level copy of you with all of your abilities. It's pretty cool.
How easy is the fight, though? Or is it hard?
Pretty easy. I mean, you just use your best abilities, and he will waste time using all the rubbish ones.
Yeah,
so
I assume that was the case, yeah.
Anyway, that tangent done with. Where were we?
Alright, so after this, Killer Bee's friend goes into a whole story about Killer Bee's backstory to try and help Naruto understand him and blah blah blah. And while Naruto goes off to walk off and think about what his dark side said and Killer Bee's story and all of this, a giant squid attacks Killer Bee's friend, and Naruto goes to save him. And then Killer Bee saves them and beats up the squid, and now Naruto and Killer Bee are friends.
Okay, that's... I feel like that might have been better done in the game.
Probably.
And that was basically, okay, fight me. And that was it. As it pretty much always is in the games. Hell, you fight the Raikage in the game to try and get him to stop hunting Sasuke.
You do?
I like that method better than what happened.
I don't remember fighting the Raikage in that game.
Yeah, in Land of Iron.
I still remember him bowing.
No, Kakashi bows to apologize for Naruto being an idiot and trying to fight the Raikage and losing.
I like that much better than what actually happened.
Yeah. Like I said, they did it better in the games, so, you know.
Yeah, but because they had a second chance.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And a valid point.
Alright, so anyway.
So they're bros now.
They're bros now, and for thanks for helping Killer Bee out, he decides to go and teach Naruto how to control the Nine-Tails. They return to the Falls of Truth. Dark Naruto, or Oturan, comes out again. But this time...
Going out of your way now, it's kind of sad.
But this time, Naruto's a changed man in the 2 hours it takes for him to come to terms with himself, and he gives Oturan a hug. Says he understands, and he accepts him. And Oturan disappears. And apparently there's no more darkness inside of Naruto.
Yeah, because when you face your darkness, it goes away. When you understand all of your flaws and deficiencies, then they all immediately vanish.
Forever.
Yeah, they never come back. And you are now suddenly a perfect being because you understand that you have flaws.
Ninja Jesus.
By which we mean you don't have flaws.
Because you hugged them away when you realized they were there.
What's his name? You do not know how this concept is supposed to work.
Kishimoto?
Yes, thank you. Like I say, I don't remember his
I
name.
write his name at least once a week.
I know, and I read it every time. I read like 600 chapters of yours at this point, and I still forget the guy's name.
That's impressive, actually.
I'm actually remembering Kubo's name more than Kishimoto's.
Well, Kubo's short and punchy. You get that name,
yeah.
But you know, Kishimoto is long, and there's a lot of motos in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
anyway, Naruto goes...
The darkness is gone.
Yep. Naruto goes to the Falls a changed man. He's been baptized by the Falls of Truth and is now Ninja Jesus. And on the other side, Killer Bee takes Naruto to the actual spot where he will fight the Nine-Tails.
Wait, didn't Killer Bee do the same thing and thus is also Ninja Jesus?
In a sense. He's
Possibly.
Black Ninja Jesus.
Yes, he's Black Ninja Jesus. A much more cooler, grittier version of Jesus.
I'm okay with that.
He's the canon Ninja Jesus.
Okay, so
Alright, so...
They're going to suppress the Nine-Tails and win it over and stuff and be... Actually, I kind of like this entire section, so I'm just going to stop complaining right now.
Alright.
Because this bit is cool.
So,
I forgive the last bit just for the sake of this bit.
basically, the entire point of the battle, after Naruto opens the seal, it's basically a chakra tug of war, is what the concept is said. So, it's a mental battle of wills between Naruto and the fox, but in Naruto's head it plays out as an actual battle.
Yeah, so to put this into perspective, it is a 17-year-old dumbass versus a chakra construct that has lived for hundreds of years and has limitless chakra and could never possibly lose this fight in a million years.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, eventually, Naruto ends up trying the chakra tug of war, but ends up losing because there's still a lot of the Nine-Tails hatred inside of him.
Sure, why not?
But the odds are somewhat evened in this case because apparently Killer Bee is in there too, in his mind, helping to restrict the Nine-Tails, making the fight more even than it should have been.
Channel your inner Killer Bee and everything will go all right.
That's the message you should take from this. Whenever you're in a situation,
that's a good message.
You need to channel your inner Killer Bee.
Embrace Black Jesus. Or Black Ninja Jesus, rather.
I like that.
That's all you need. That's what I got from this.
Anytime you have a moment of strife, just Shinobi, we adore, and everything will be okay.
Yeah. Everyone's got a little Black Ninja Jesus in them.
Just waiting to come out and help them in their strife against eternal, malevolent chakra entities.
Yeah, well...
Hey, those are more common than you'd think.
Yeah, happens every day, really. Why do you think I'm so tired? It's like 6 from today. But, you know, what you gonna do? You just gotta channel that Black Ninja Jesus.
Ninja Jesus.
God damn it.
If inner Black Ninja Jesus is not in the description, I'm gonna be disappointed.
You'll have to remind me, because I forget everything that happened in the episode as soon as we're done recording.
So
tug of war.
Even with the help of Black Ninja Jesus, the Nine-Tails is still getting to Naruto. But the only thing stronger than inner Ninja Jesus is your inner mother.
Oh.
Oh yeah, this happens.
Kushina arrives.
Yay, cool character.
Which actually makes sense for this. I mean, honestly, apparently Kushina's chakra was able to suppress the Nine-Tails, so if you were going to seal the Nine-Tails in Naruto who did not have that chakra, sealing some of her chakra into his seal to make this work for him makes sense.
And by suppress, we mean suppress.
Yeah, like...
She did not even interact with this thing for the entire time that it was sealed inside her.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty awesome. So, the battle goes on pause for a moment, and they have mother-son moment. Nice moment.
It's very nice.
Especially in the games, and in anime, I think.
Yeah, in the game she's voiced by Laura Bailey, which makes this so much more awesome.
Yeah.
Not because of the reason you're thinking, but because she's a pretty damn good voice actor and really pulled this off.
She is. She's very skilled. Despite Casey's, creepy obsession with her. But, that's not related, I guess.
No, in this instance, no.
So, hearing his mother say that she loves him, Naruto has the strength to keep going. And with Kushina helping hold down the Nine-Tails in the first place to keep it from being as awesome as it should be, Naruto is able to finally win the tug-of-war chakra-wise. And see
I bet Naruto gets a tattoo of Mom on his arm after this.
Your tattoo
feels like something he would do.
Your tattoo says, wow, it says Mom. It's just upside down. Gosh.
I gave it to myself.
Let's be honest, that's what would happen.
That 15-second breakdown of laughter is brought to you by Zero.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zero.
I don't know. It does make sense that he's bolstered by this. I mean, he is an orphan. There's always the doubts that maybe my parents didn't like me, that kind of thing. Which is depressing.
A little bit, yeah. Just a bit.
So, the Nine-Tails is now back behind a new and improved super badass seal that will restrict it at all times, or at least as much as Naruto wants it restricted. With like these giant torii gate things, like pinning it to the ground, like every inch of it. It's fucking...
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So you're now behind a double locked gate, and you're pinned to the ground inside your cell, so you can't move.
Kind of rough.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
You murdered my parents is a pretty strong reason to be kind of a dick to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, technically it's Kushina doing it, so you murdered me is also a good reason for doing it. So,
Arguably a better reason, even.
Yeah. Ish. I mean, it's a gray area.
Alright. So, as this is finishing up, they head back outside, and my favorite moment in this entire arc is when Guy is waiting for them to come back outside. He's just sitting at the Falls of Truth.
I feel like you missed a bit. Didn't they do the whole backstory thing again here, and went into a lot more detail on the whole Nine-Tails invasion thing? Or is that just in the game?
No, they did that there, but do you really want me to go into that?
Not. I guess it's not that important, but I just want to say it's a really awesome scene. People should go look it up on YouTube if you haven't seen it. The game version, because it's a lot better than the anime.
And shorter.
Probably that too.
So back outside, Naruto comes out and has the ability to sense malevolent presence or ill thoughts or something.
How convenient.
Negative thoughts, and he's able to sense that inside Kisame's sword, that is now property of Killer Bee, Kisame is hiding inside of it. And he attacks it, and Kisame tries to run, but Naruto, in his new tailed beast form, is super fast. However, he doesn't know how to control it yet, and he ends up planting himself into a wall, so Kisame can run.
That sounds about right for Naruto. That's
comical but believable. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's something he would do.
So they get to the water when he is finally cornered by Guy, and Guy Kisame can settle up once and for all.
Alright, I forgot about that bit.
Guy,
the guy's sitting in front of the waterfall, about to do the waterfall of truth thing, and his inner self is a shark man. In fairness, absolutely fitting.
How so?
Well, sharks are pretty damn focused, right? They chase their prey over and over until they get it.
Guy's a muscle shark.
Guy's a muscle shark. He is a training shark, is what he is.
You'd think there'd be a better animal for him to be, though, like spirit animal.
Turtle? That's what he summons.
How's a turtle?
That's what he summons.
How's a turtle a good comparison to him?
That's what he summons.
So?
He's a peacock. He's gonna fly. You gotta let him fly.
He does preen quite a lot.
You've never seen the other guys, have you?
No.
You need to watch that movie.
I have. It's really good.
I'm a peacock, Captain. You gotta let me fly on this one.
Yeah. I have
Also,
seen the other guys.
Gator don't take no shit. I'm getting off track. Alright.
You are a little bit, but the word Geisha doesn't bring up the same images to you as it does to me.
Alright, so Kisame and Guy fight, and Guy unlocks, I think, is it 6 or 7 of his... Oh, it's 6 for this one, I think. He unlocks 6, and winds up using Daytime Tiger. I don't remember what it does, exactly.
Makes a giant tiger.
Tiger.
Probably.
Tiger.
I don't know what Zero's doing.
Whatever it is, it ends up beating Kisame's great shark bullet thing, which is like hundreds of water sharks coming straight at your face. And
God damn, this series is weird.
Yes, it is.
Needs more sharks.
I think it needs less sharks, actually.
It had a lot of sharks at this point.
Needs more.
And Guy ends up beating Kisame. And they end up interrogating Kisame because one of the Konoha people that came on the trip to the island turtle are the interrogation squad. So they can pretty much read Kisame's mind. And then we get Kisame's backstory. Where pretty much intelligence and truth to him is the most important thing. Information and truth and all that's the most important thing.
Not what I would have expected.
Not really.
This is why he pretty much goes with Tobi's plan, because it's going to make sure there's no more deceit and lies in the world. It's what he was told.
Okay, seriously? I would have thought amputation would have been way higher on the list. But okay. Man's got a lot of levels. He's like an onion, it's layers.
Well, I mean, when you detonate to cut something off, I guess people tell you the truth.
True.
So, anyway, Kisame realizes they're reading his mind because he's whatever. He wakes up and bites his own tongue off, so he won't tell anyone anything else.
It's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, especially considering they were reading his mind, thus didn't need to listen to his tongue.
Yeah, probably not his best decision.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway, because he puts himself inside of his water shark prison thing, the water thing that Zabuza used on Kakashi, and summons his own sharks inside of the water ball and makes them eat him.
And also run away with a scroll.
Yes.
With all of the information he had.
Yeah.
Eaten by sharks. A truly good thing in the Naruto universe? Maybe.
That's not what happens yet, because when the sharks eat his body, his body drops the scroll. Everyone tries to pick up the scroll, the information in it. Yeah. It's trapped, and they all get trapped inside water prisons. And that's when the sharks escape with the scroll.
Oh, okay. They did it a lot more fluidly in the game, I guess. It was just no one noticed the scroll going with the shark.
And the most important thing that happens here is that Guy will always remember Kisame's name after this, because he has respect for him now.
Kisame, you're pretty cool.
Yeah,
of course, we never get that tested because, he's dead now, and thus, if he's never going to show up again, so how would we know whether he remembers his name?
I don't know. It was meaningful to the character, not the reader.
Maybe he gets a shark.
Trying to make it all about you, Casey.
Yeah, Casey. What do you want him to do? Get a shark tattoo on his back?
I don't know whether that was a genuine sentiment or whether that was just a hollow promise.
Well, I would like him to prove it by getting a shark tattoo on his back. It'd only make Guy more awesome.
He gets it tattooed on his back. He gets his name tattooed on.
You don't need to go that far. You don't need to go that far.
No, he gets Kisame tattooed on his back, and everyone will be like, "Hey, what's your tattoo say?" And he'd say Kisame. He can't see it, but he remembers. So?
What if he doesn't remember? What if he gets his name tattooed on his back and still doesn't remember? What's that name tattooed on his back?
What if he gets his name tattooed on his back and it's upside down? What's the 5 for? I don't know. It's an S.
You realize that a 5 and an S would look the same either way.
Well, one's a little more pointy.
What's the 5 for? I don't know. I don't remember what I got someone's name on my back for.
Why didn't you go with 3? There's an E on the end. Oh,
what's with the W? It's an M. Technically, it would be like kanji, not English letters, but
it would be in kanji. So they would, instead of reading it right to left, they'd read it left to right and upside down.
You realize that they write downwards, right? In Japanese.
I don't. I do now.
Okay. So
I've never had to read kanji. I don't fucking know.
Fair point.
Yeah, they write vertically, not horizontally. So
that's weird.
A little bit, but they probably see ours as weird as well. Yeah. Where were we?
Anyway, that's
sharks.
Yeah,
that was it.
That's what happened. All that's what happened on the island turtle. Meanwhile, Toby's got his own shit to do. So while all this is happening, he heads off to Ame because there's something there he wants. When Pain/Nagato died, Conan took his body. So
Makes sense.
So Toby wants that Rinnegan, and he's going to get it.
Oh god, this bullshit. Okay.
Conan's there to stop him, and he asks her why she betrayed Akatsuki. She didn't betray Akatsuki, apparently. Akatsuki was an ideal created by her friends. Toby's version is a perverted version of their Akatsuki.
We were in Akatsuki before. It was cool.
Yeah. She's hipster Akatsuki. So they fight, and Conan realizes she can't win, but she has a fucking gigantic area leveling technique. Underneath the gigantic lake that surrounds Ame, she has about, apparently, 600 billion explosive tags.
She 5 or something? What? This just sounds like something a child would say.
I got 600 billion.
Yeah, this wasn't the bullshit I was referring to, but I'll take it because it's dumb.
We're not done yet.
I know.
Anyway, she proceeds to detonate these explosive tags. And she is well aware of the fact that Toby has the intangible thing. And she also knows, but she apparently also knows that he can only do it for 5 minutes at a time. So he can only be intangible for 5 minutes straight. The 600 billion tags exploding will detonate continuously for 10 minutes. So she believes this will be way more than enough time to kill him, which in fairness, double the time that you know someone can last or something is a pretty surefire way to make sure they're going to die from it.
It's a good precaution. It's still stupid as all hell, but it's a good precaution.
Mm-hmm.
Because this does not kill Toby. He does not kill Toby because of a technique called Izanagi. The Danzo thing.
Yeah, so... Fucking Sharingan bullshit. This guy literally has 2 get-out-of-death-free card moves.
Yeah.
He had 2.
Those shouldn't be redundant. You shouldn't... It's ridiculous.
Technically I think he has more than 2 because I'm not sure that Izanagi is a Mangekyo Sharingan move.
It's not. The ones that Danzo had weren't all Mangekyo.
So,
yeah, and Sharingans.
And if I remember correctly, Toby has a lab full of Sharingan eyes in the jars. So he can just replace them. I think so.
Yeah, because he was the one that helped Itachi with the massacre, so...
Is that
he got
canon? I don't even know anymore.
Yes, he got to harvest the other half of the eyes before Danzo could get to them.
Ah.
So anyway, Toby survives, stabs Conan with a pipe, interrogates her on where Nagato's body is, basically Genjutsu fucking her mind, and then kills her.
Yeah, you missed a bit again. The part where he's like, I created Nagato and I gave him the Rinnegan somehow and stuff. Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to claim bullshit, same as Aizen.
Yeah, this is an Aizen move.
Yeah, he was like, the Rinnegan's my property in the first place, I'm just coming to retrieve it. Blah, blah, blah.
That was dumb.
And he takes the Rinnegan.
Did we ever get confirmation of how Nagato actually got the Rinnegan?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because a lot of people
implant it in his fucking eyes one day or something? Like,
a lot of people ran away with the idea that the Uzumaki could get the Rinnegan in the fanfiction community.
Yeah.
So.
Which I don't mind, honestly. I mean,
no, it makes some amount of sense if you look at it sideways.
And squint a little.
Yeah.
So,
but, you could see the connection because, there was one that had the Rinnegan.
I mean, fuck. Yeah, I mean, canon says that it came that the eyes that Nagato ends up using are Madara's eyes. The original Madara, she has eyes.
Oh yeah, because he unlocked it right before he died.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, that's...
That still makes no sense because he still had eyes when Tobi was there, and Tobi was 13 or Obito was 13 when he was there. That would make him around the same age as Nagato in the first place, and Nagato had already unlocked the fucking eyes.
Yeah, well, timelines, there are no strict timelines in Naruto. Everything is... I don't want to use a Doctor Who reference, but everything's wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey, and we can just fucking forget that anything actually makes sense chronologically ever in this series.
Yeah.
I mean, which war did Jiraiya raise the orphans in? Was it the second or the third? Who the fuck knows?
I know that for sure was the second, I think.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the second. A lot of people think it's the third, so...
Yeah, because the second war is the one where he actually got the name, the Sannin from Hanzo after he beat their asses, and he ran into them right after that. So that would make it the second war where he met them.
Okay. So Conan's dead. What's his face? The stupid guy with the mask has Nagato's corpse and stuff. Then what happens?
He goes on back. He has the damage from the fight with Conan repaired, and he has one Rinnegan eye now.
Yeah. Wait, one?
Yeah, he keeps his Sharingan in the other eye.
It allows him
Why?
to cheat, so I mean, why get rid of it?
So he can still do his intangible shit. The eye he wasted wasn't his eye. It was one of the many spares he has.
Alright, okay. That makes some amount of sense. I guess you can't do that with the Rinnegan.
Nope.
For whatever reason. Well, he couldn't do that with that Rinnegan, because it'd be...
he can't turn it off.
Madara's, and that didn't have that technique. Is my interpretation, anyway.
So, he gets the information from Kisame's sharks. He knows everything he needs to know to start this war, and he reveals his 100,000 white Zetsu clones.
Woo, Zetsus. That was a great concept.
Kind of was, actually, honestly. I mean...
I wasn't keen on it. A billion faceless fodder mooks.
At least they're being not exactly subtle about it. I mean, being upfront. I like that.
Okay.
Tree people. So...
Walk like tree, talk like people. We said it. Come on.
You gave me exactly what I wanted. I'm fine with it.
Okay.
So, anyway, yeah. Tobi decides to kick this war off right and sends a reincarnated Deidara off to where he knows Naruto and Killer Bee are.
Ooh, Deidara. That is a blast.
Yep, so he sends him off, and the, let's see, Tsuchikage winds up figuring out that Akatsuki's got their information, so he ends up going out there himself to go and
defend the island.
Head off whatever actually starts happening. It's here we figure out that the island's a gigantic turtle.
Yeah.
And
totally turtle.
For whatever reason, the Tsuchikage can pick up this turtle because of his abilities and carry it elsewhere.
Okay, screw it, I don't care. Moving on.
I don't either. I've long since given up on trying to figure out how that exactly worked.
Yeah.
He can fly and carry stuff. I guess since he can fly or whatever, he can put that property on other people since he brings his two bodyguards with him.
He can reduce the mass of the turtle.
Yeah.
He plays Mass Effect.
I guess. Shut up.
Onoki's a biotic, I guess. That's...
Sure, why not?
Give him a blue glow. It's all there.
Alright, so Kabuto and Deidara are fighting Onoki and his bodyguards, and Yamato, and the other people that are there. Not Killer Bee and not Naruto because they're busy training right now. And nothing really comes to this battle except for the fact that we get to see reincarnated Deidara fight again, and, oh yeah, Kabuto ends up kidnapping Yamato.
Yeah. And we never see how he gets out, but he apparently does for the final fight. Just saying.
Yeah, that irritates me a bit.
They wind up sticking him inside of the gigantic tree thing that the Zetsus come from that has the first Hokage's cells in it, so he can make the white Zetsus stronger.
Yep, because would release.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, that fight with fucking Deidara is a pain in the ass in the game.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that guy.
Did you have Onoki when you fought him in that game? I forgot.
Yes, that's who you're playing as.
Well, that evens it out, pretty much. Because Onoki's a dick to fight, too.
Ish. I mean, those bugs are such pain. Because they just fucking follow you no matter what you do. And then they detonate, and you're knocked on your ass. Then you have to wait, and he sent out another batch of bugs to chase you down in the meantime.
Like, how much chakra
they chase
does
you down, they knock you down.
How much chakra does Deidara have in the games? Like, all that shit takes chakra, doesn't it?
Yes.
Well, it'd just be a ninjutsu, so it's only a little bit, and then he can charge and do another one.
Because I remember the birds aren't anything but like a chakra-enhanced shuriken thing. I think.
Mm. I have no idea.
I don't know.
I never wanted to play Data. I didn't want to see that character again after that
I
fight.
didn't pick Deidara out of principle for hating him so much.
Fuck that guy. Anyway. So yeah, that fight happens, and it's kind of a stalemate, right?
Pretty much.
Only Yamato gets captured and stuff.
And while this is happening, Naruto thinks they're just Naruto's just being told that there are earthquakes outside, which he believes.
Because he's dumb.
Yes. By the way, this entire plan of keeping the war away from Naruto is entirely dependent on the fact that Naruto is stupid.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, if ever there's one thing that they can bank on in this series.
Were it not for the fact that he learned how to sense things when he got full control of the Nine-Tails, he would never have figured out there was a war going on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's...
Remember when I said convenient when that power came up?
I thought you meant about the summer hat, I think.
No, just this. This was the reason. So yeah, Naruto's training and stuff.
Yeah, so anyway, bad guys go back to their base with Yamato, power everything up, get the war ready, and reveal that they have not only...
Someone's futzing with stuff. Knock it off.
They have not only reincarnated the members of Akatsuki that are dead, they've also reincarnated several other ninjas, or not several, dozens of ninjas.
Oh, this was the part where the lightsaber guy comes back. Okay.
Everybody that's ever died doing anything ever is brought back.
Yeah, like the lightsaber guy.
Why are you so insistent on this?
Because lightsaber.
He has a hard-on for those since he made his own, and he wants to feel justified in the fact that he made it.
So good.
Yeah.
Is it really good?
No.
Yeah, it's good.
Not worth as much as the effort he put into it.
I'm certain it's not.
Yeah, okay.
I want him to admit that it was not worth the effort he put into it.
How long I waited to try and get one, it was so worth it.
Yeah. Anyways, this isn't a lightsaber. So...
Totally a lightsaber. He has a lightsaber.
Well, anyway, the guy holding it sucks, so why do you care if he comes back?
Because he'll have a lightsaber.
It's literally the only thing he can do, and he's not even that good with it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be very good with a lightsaber to still kick ass.
He didn't
Also
kick ass.
True.
He didn't kick ass. That's why he needed the lightsaber.
He was a filler villain, so, you know, he's required to lose, so he's not allowed to be badass. If he was fighting anyone but the protagonist, he would win easily.
But he's not even cool. Why do you care if he wins?
Because he has a lightsaber. How are you not getting this?
God damn it. We're getting off topic again because of your lightsaber hard-on. So anyway.
That would be a really cool hard-on.
It would be
it was a lightsaber?
It would be the most useless hard-on. What would you
so
do with it?
I don't know.
Nothing, hopefully.
Well, logically, you could with anything, right? Because it's Vorpal, it just goes through stuff, so...
Would you feel it, though?
I don't know. I'd be curious to find out. is a stupid conversation.
I want
Yes,
it to end. I'm very disturbed inside. And I'm pretty sure Zero's just scratching at his desk because he doesn't want to talk anymore about this conversation. He's very uncomfortable, I'm certain.
Probably.
So,
What are you talking
anyway,
about? Oh, yeah, he resurrected a bunch of
yeah,
dudes.
I'm trying to wrap this up. So basically the table is set. The 5 great ninja villages, which I think are 80,000 strong, against...
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't believe that either, but apparently that's what they say it is. There are 80,000 ninjas in the world that are capable of fighting in this war. So that would...
Except the minor villages, who apparently number about 500.
Yeah. So it's 80,000 against 100,000 white Zetsus and all the reincarnated people.
Mm.
So it's time for war, apparently.
Woo. Oh.
I don't think anyone's ever said that ever.
No. I'm sure, like, fucking politicians and stuff were like, yay, war.
Yeah,
Maybe.
probably.
Actually, your guys are usually the ones that are like, yay, war, aren't they?
I'm trying to ignore that fact, but yes.
Yeah. So, yay, the war's on. Which means we're actually getting close to the end. So that is actually a yay. I think there's like 4 arcs left, maybe.
Maybe.
Something like that.
There's like 2 more for the war itself, then there's the final battle, and that's pretty much it.
Yay.
That final battle.
The best final battle you will ever see.
The most intense Final Fantasy final boss fight ever.
That's
I
kind of
wonder
a
if
thing,
it's-
honestly. Don't you fight gods usually in Final
Yeah.
Fantasy?
Yeah. Like 3 times straight. Bless you.
That's your face.
I wonder if it's next time or the time after that that we get to Ken's favorite moment.
You mean... Is it double meteor time already?
I think so.
Oh, yes! Double meteor.
You sound way too excited right now.
I was excited because it was so stupid. It was stupid awesome.
It's like a double rainbow, but it's meteors.
Double meteor across the sky.
What does it mean?
It's so beautiful.
Oh, that's a dated reference.
Yeah, it is.
So I guess we should look at people's responses to the what was the question? I'll look
favorite
it up.
cop-
It's probably in
It
the
was in...
favorite living Kage. Okay, so hang on. I'll do it by date rather than by popularity. Not that anyone actually upvotes anyone else's comments, I don't think.
I
I
try to
sometimes
whenever I
upvote-
find good ones, but I mean...
I sometimes upvote randomly.
You upvote the ones that say hello to you.
Yes, I do.
That's not random, that's favoritism. Those are 2 different things.
Sometimes I do it randomly. But most of the time, if you mention me in some way, shape, or form, I will upvote it.
Cynics Rise. Bit of the last spoiler. All up until the film has started, they never touch on her confession, which is 2 years after the ending of Naruto. So yes, literally never talked about again.
Great.
And that's about as much as I'm going to talk about it, unless you actually want major spoilers, but that'd seem like a dick move. No, we're probably going to do the thing that we talked about doing, so, you know, it's like a few weeks away at this point that we'll actually end up doing it, I guess. Which reminds me, people should probably download the film.
Right.
What do you mean, people? I could do it in like 5 minutes.
Likewise, but Slicer needs preparation.
Why didn't you? Slicer should probably start downloading it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the question, Cynics Rise answers, I guess the Raikage, simply through a process of elimination. Kakashi should have never been Hokage, which is good because he was never in the running for this question. This was current Hokage, but whatever. Onoki should have been dead by now. True. Very, very true.
Whatever, he got that
He is
old.
like-
He's got that old man strength.
He's like 70 or 80 at this point.
Mm.
Gaara, well, Gaara is just Naruto 0.5. Hey!
Pretty much, yeah.
But Gaara is still cooler than Naruto, and thus wins.
I guess.
Gaara was cooler than Naruto, then he just started repeating things that he thought Naruto would say in that situation.
And yet he says them so much better.
Because you're hearing them in Liam O'Brien's voice.
Yes, exactly.
That is
That's
exactly what he
shit
said,
that Naruto
though.
has.
He said hearing them, so... Or they
Yeah.
sound better, so it is hearing.
Really doesn't care since he just... Yeah, whatever. Everything Naruto wanted to do just faster, which makes him better.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
It's not Naruto 0.5, it's Naruto 1.5.
Yeah. May was just some 30-year-old cougar who didn't want to ended up alone, and really didn't do much but beat Sasuke and get her ass handed to her by Madara. That does actually really suck for me. I didn't realize that, yeah.
Hey, she beat up Zetsu. She got to do that.
Yeah, but literally her worst fear was realized.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I don't want to die alone. Okay, I'm going to write this in so that you die alone. Thanks for being a character. Much appreciated. Tsunade is still a drunk after all these years and refuses to look her actual age.
Yeah.
Valid point.
I don't have a problem with that. I mean...
Yeah. Also partial to the Raikage, as I'm also black. It's
Fair enough.
still up for debate whether the Raikage is actually black or not,
Listen,
but yeah.
he's black, okay? Let's just go with it.
Whatever. If every Raikage had the name of A, do you think Darui changed his name? I don't think that's actually a thing.
Yeah, no, that's just them being really bad at naming their children.
I'm not sure, because apparently it was tradition for the Raikage to have a partner who was an adopted child, and for that partner to be B. Killer B's name is B. He was given the name B after he became A's partner / brother.
Fair enough.
That's actually kind of a cool thing. Raikage have... No, not Raikage. Kumo have all of the cool things. I just want to say that.
Well, Konoha can't be the best because it's the first one, so they didn't really hammer out the details of the entire series, really, at first.
Or did Kishi forget about that like he forgot to give Naruto's children Byakugan eyes? I get the feeling that the Hyuga were kind of a pain in the ass about that and sealed the eyes.
I'd like to see him try.
I feel like if it were the Hyuga, like, I feel like they would be like, no, you can't. No. But on the Hokage, no, we don't trust you.
If one of them was going to have it, I would say the girl would have it, because whatever.
Yeah, she has a lot more of Hinata's features than the boy does.
Also, just because their eyes are blue doesn't mean they don't actually have the Byakugan.
What if we had a girl that had Naruto's features and a boy that had Hinata's features, instead of just copy and paste both?
Yeah. It's basically just younger versions of themselves.
Yeah.
Great.
But they have to, because Generation Zero eyes.
Oh, shut up. just shut up. Steven's favorite living Kage has to be Gaara. I'm just gonna upvote that right now.
We're going to do that.
Okay.
I'm upvoting it as well.
Compared to the rest of the Kages, Gaara actually had character development, and the others just didn't get enough background information for me to be emotionally invested into them. That's pretty fair. Even Tsunade kind of didn't get development. She just got, hey, I'm going to be the Kage now. And that's pretty much all she got.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wheelie humps you. Nice name, bro. Hey, mope about Kenshi not bringing it up much, but he's how I found out about your channel.
There you go. Suck it.
Ken. What do you mean, suck it? I've been telling you to promote us again and again and again and again, and you don't do it.
I haven't updated it.
Yet you're the one who brings people in.
Hey, look, proof of that.
I've brought a few people in, but they don't talk too much.
I guess. Sorry. That was really uncalled for. But yes, you have.
Continue.
But Ken has the biggest...
He has the biggest fan pool.
Continue. Really humps you. We are friends now.
What, for pointing out your own hypocrisy?
No, for pointing out that I'm awesome.
Mm.
I need more of that. As much of that as possible.
All right, Kainarv.
My favorite Kage, By jutsu factor, Onoki, and he can fly. By fighting style and entertaining fights, A. But I don't know why I don't like those two. Mei is hot as hell, strong as well as capable. This is a really confusing comment. She did steamroll the fourth Mizukage and made whole Kiri situation better. She would be the Tsunade without issues, strong female character. Ish.
Sort of, yeah.
They kind of gave her issues and then didn't resolve them, which was kind of dickish, the part of the writer, since he made everyone super happy at the end except for her.
Yeah.
After all, she had taken care of plot-powered Sasuke with no apparent problem, though I don't like how flirty she is. Dunno, takes something from her, awesome, but that's just my preference. To the Tsunade, release chakra and impact with precise timing. I don't know where it was described exactly like that in canon, but having only that wouldn't help her, for example, use Gamabunta's sword against Manda, so I guess it will be some special chakra muscle imbuing. That's my interpretation as well, but I'm apparently wrong. I don't know. You remember tree climbing exercise? Use too much chakra and you wreck the tree, and Sasuke didn't even try to use much at all. So imagine if Naruto managed to kick somebody and tried to stick them with all his chakra. They would pop open.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's a great thought. I mean, it's gruesome, but it's awesome.
That's probably, I don't know.
They at least get an impact from it.
Yeah, there's probably a thing with, like, the other person's chakra would fight against it or something and try and balance it out.
But if you've got...
And thus you would get a chakra fight in the air between them.
I don't know. I don't want to look into the science of this that doesn't exist.
But then Naruto would win because he has more chakra. In a one-on-one fight, he would win automatically.
I don't want to look at the science of a fictional series.
The time-space technique Sasuke used to escape Naruto was the summoning scroll of his snake contract, like the one the frogs use, or similar summoning scroll to the one they used to summon Iruka at the end of the second stage of tuning exams. Well, that makes one wonder, why don't they use something like that all the time?
They should, actually, but maybe it only works over short distances. Because I wasn't he in the building when they summoned him with that scroll?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was.
You need reinforcement in an ambush? Boom! You got a squad of Ambu that were in some room sitting on Funjutsu somewhere back in the village. But no, they use pigeons to message for reinforcements. To be honest, summoning squads of Anbu is pretty awesome, as an idea.
No, it's not. They're Ambu.
But it's awesome as an idea. Gosh darn it. I got reinforcements. There we go. Is it stealthy? No, but what is?
But Anbus suck. They all just die.
Yeah. Blade Star. Both Muv-Love and Steins Gate do a redo thing, Casey. I've never seen either of them, and
both involve
I don't really know whether I want to. I don't know anything about the series, to be honest.
Steins Gate's about time travel, and Muv-Love does some stuff. I've played the game. I never watched the anime.
Okay, and his favorite Kage is A. He makes him laugh. That's a good enough reason. Good a reason as any.
Yeah.
Sure.
Neil. Guys, what the hell? You people have ruined my perception of Itachi in just 2 episodes. Now I can never read any fic with him in it without thinking this is what you get when you skip academy years and don't learn about addiction and STDs.
You're welcome.
Fair cop. Yeah, valid.
You're welcome.
Favorite Kage would be, number 1 would be Mei. She would have to be quite something to end the bloodline cleansing in Kiri, and she's hot. That always counts for something. She is hot, because boil release and lava release, they're the hot ones.
Ha-ha!
Huh?
Lava.
Lame.
The second is Onoki, because he's cool with his flight abilities of being able to survive 2 meteors.
Gaara helped him.
Did he?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Once again, in the games, he just flies up and is like, okay, stopped. That's pretty much it. Short comment this time because there was not much in these arcs to say that has not been said already. Ethan.
I feel like these people make long comments just so we can read them aloud.
Not a bad reason to make long comments.
It's not a bad reason, by any means, but...
I bet they're hoping we never get popular. just so we can keep doing this without having to pick and choose. How much chakra does Onoki have to not only have jutsu that can disassemble you down to an atomic level, molecular level, I corrected myself, but he can span that shit and fly while doing it? You know what? I'm moving this up. This is my answer. Fair enough. So, another pick for Onoki. Sage State, I didn't really like how Senjutsu was used. It was supposed to be about coming into contact with all nature around you, and while a lot of fics have used this to make Naruto less hyperactive and to give him not necessarily more intelligence, but more insight into what's going on around him, as well as a number of cool interpretations as to how it works. In canon, though, sit still for your arbitrary power-up so you can use it once and then dump it for the QB chakra mode until the end when we have to rely on the power of nature and bullshit.
Yay!
Pretty much, yeah.
Now I'm wondering how Danzo's arm eyes work. Do they have eyelids? Do they blink? Good question. They would dry out almost immediately if they didn't.
Oh, man. Oh, imagine wearing sleeves with that. Oh, eyes. You're always getting poked in the eyes.
That's probably why he wore the arm thing.
Yeah, but, is it...
It'd be scratchy as fuck. I bet he just deadens the whole arm so he can't feel any of it.
Oh my...
And he's not going to move it, so...
Can he see us right now in ways you can only imagine?
I'm reminded of a quote from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, but can he see? In ways you couldn't even imagine.
I love that scene.
I haven't seen it.
It's great.
Okay.
Like they wind up destroying their neighbor's body and they wind up putting it back together with eyeballs.
Okay. How did Danzo even forget that he doesn't have more of the only thing keeping him in the fight? Shouldn't he know how many he has on hand, at all times without having to actually look?
Genjutsu suggestion. So Sharingan put the suggestion in his head he had more than he actually had.
Yeah. That's
it wasn't a visual thing, it was just like it put a thought in his head, you have more than you actually have.
Which is a thing that you don't actually get a lot of as far as Genjutsu is concerned, and kind of should have. It was a concept that was not explored well in the series. I'm reminded of an old animation I watched once. Team 7 reunites, Kakashi vs. Sasuke fan animation by Smiten for the win. The dub and animation quality both kind of fluctuate, but it was much more interesting than the actual fight because they used a variety of techniques, especially Kakashi, who's supposed to have more jutsu than he could possibly remember. Yeah, he always uses like 3. So
remember when he was called, remember Kakashi was called, the copy ninja who knew, hundreds and tons of techniques and whatnot?
Yeah, he's literally said to know 1,000 techniques.
Yeah,
and he uses the same 3 lightning techniques that are all based on his own. If I had made that Kabuto fight scene, he would have had a small wet spot on his crotch for the rest of the scene.
The muscle thing? Okay.
Okay, I don't remember what that's referring to, but okay.
When Tsunade does the nerve thing, so he might have accidentally wet himself.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense, actually. If Sasuke got Itachi's eyes, how the hell did he not also get whatever disease killed Itachi from them? Shouldn't they be contaminated? I don't think Obito was a good enough surgeon to pull this off properly.
I've been wondering, how does that exactly work? And it's never really answered.
It really depends on what he actually had, but we're not told or even really hinted, so you can't really say for certain.
Yeah, series bring up sickness and stuff, don't ever really say what the sickness is.
Yeah, because the writer is almost never a doctor, and thus doesn't know enough about that stuff to actually convey it properly, so doesn't even try. And I've got to say, that's absolutely fair.
Yeah.
If you don't know, and it would take way too long to research it, just skim over it and don't bother. It's not worth it. No one's going to care.
All right, and Ethan, he says, I'm so sorry these keep getting longer. I can't stop, don't particularly want either. It doesn't help that when I listen to these, I pretty much stay at this comment box and type whatever comes to mind with topics. Can you believe I deleted 3 paragraphs from this one? Yes, I can believe you deleted 3 paragraphs from this one.
I can also believe that Zero is once again stealing my thing of reading the comments.
Yeah, pretty much.
You were reading it.
I had literally just... We were talking, and then you just jump in with 3... Jokey boy. Since it was brought up, I'm also a person who learned about Phantom Flux from Kenshi. I thought that 2 Uchiha couldn't exchange eyes to give both super powerful eyes, simply because of a there can only be one rule. Again... Never confirmed. Absolute bullshit. So, there were so many things about this that were absolutely broken that never get confirmed. So, like when one gets super eyes, the other misses his chance. Yeah no.
So
Sorry.
that's the easy way to rule the world is... The easy way to rule the world is have 2 children and then just, like, exchange their eyes. There you go. Your children are now superpowered, and you can take over the world.
I think we need to be Manga Kill first. Also, again, not confirmed, but I think that has to be a thing. Favorite Kage was Gaara, burying people alive, crushing them, and breaking limbs. He totally has the greatest... someone's dropped out. Slice has dropped out.
Aw.
Everyone else still good?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Has the greatest wins. Out of curiosity, who do you guys think would win if the 5 Kages at the Kage Summit had a battle royale? Bodyguards are not included in the hypothetical fight, but Mifune is.
A.
I'm going to go with the Raikage.
Yeah.
I like...
Gaara wouldn't, because Dust Release would beat his ass.
I like Gaara, but no. He would win.
I feel like May might have a good shot.
All right, if her power is burning things and she got the Raikage, he would just cut his own arm off like he did the first time. So
the power isn't burning things; it's melting
things. Okay, he wouldn't really care. He cut his own arm off with some black fire, so he punched through lava to get to her face.
But attendants aren't a thing, so he can't get it healed back.
Nah.
That arm would be gone.
I don't think he cares. He never got the arm back anyway.
Didn't he?
No, he never got the arm back.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Plot hole for the game, then. He had 2 throughout the whole thing. Oh, well.
Well, so you can't... They have to make you able to fight as him for the entire thing.
Also, you expect them to make an alternate character model? You're expecting way too much out of people. Also,
no, they spend enough time on the fucking swimsuit models. Seth, LL7.
Johnny boy?
Wall of text.
You give me a wall of text, and I think we've said this on the podcast, it immediately makes me not want to read it.
I don't think any of this is actually relevant to anything that's in the question.
He had an idea for a story.
I think I read this before, and then I had a little bit of a headache, so I stopped. But I'm sorry, Johnny.
This is a story concept more than anything else, and sorry, we're not going to read it on air.
Yeah. Especially when it's a wall of text. I'm sorry. You gotta learn to space things out.
Ghost 132435. The French aren't that bad. I mean, they did give us Kageseo. I assume that's how you pronounce that, though it's French, so I don't know how to pronounce things that aren't Japanese. The author of Atlas echoes What It Takes to Win and Property Damage. Never read any of them.
I like Atlas.
Yeah, none of those names mean anything to me.
My favorite character depends on what mood I'm in.
Stop doing that. Regular mood Gaara, hyperactive mood A, and stressed mood May. You were right the first time, but okay. Ronin Gray. Fun fact, Sasuke gets shit-kicked by the Kage alphabetically. A, Gaara, May, Onoki.
That's awesome.
True.
Please tell me that was intentional, because that's just perfect.
All right.
Well, that's a thing.
So we have to give our answers now.
Our answer's, well, Gara, obviously.
You see...
So what do you pick? Gara? That makes sense, yeah. Zero?
Gar.
Yeah, sure, totally.
I understand.
No.
Kent?
A.
Gara.
No, it's A.
I like Gara a lot.
Gara? Yeah, I know.
I like Gara a lot, but him and the Raikage...
I know you have trouble pronouncing it.
It's hard to choose between the two of them, because the Raikage is just awesome. He's
not-
literally wind personified.
It's not hard for me. Lariats, power bombs, screaming,
Yes.
electricity.
Lariats and
Blackness.
electricity is enough
Blackness.
to make you want to have the Raikage over
He
Gara.
walks around with an open shirt and a world championship belt around his waist, holding up his pants. It's the Raikage.
Yeah.
Did you just list blackness as a
Yes.
PowerPoint?
Yes, I did.
All right.
Yeah,
I think A, honestly.
yeah.
Those were some pretty damn good reasons.
I like Gara a lot, but he's not my favorite. He's not he's not better than the Raikage in my mind. It's just, dude.
Chopping
Lariats and
desks.
electricity.
Chopping desks, busting through walls just because he fucking can.
Yeah. It's abuse of power, and I like it.
Management problem.
He has a
I like
personal...
the fact that Danjo became the Hokage and it killed him. So I like him for that reason. And that reason only.
Okay. I don't think that was the reason he died, but, fair enough.
Also,
Oh, it was he died because he was the Hokage. Because he was in that position. Or died
Because
then,
he was out of
rather.
Konoha, I
Sasuke would have
guess.
hunted him down, but,
Yeah, he would have gone straight after him, and if he was in Konoha, he would have gone straight to Konoha and gotten his ass beat, probably. Except they were recovering from, being shit-kicked by pain, so maybe not.
Everybody's getting kicked everywhere.
Actually, I'd like to see a fic that does that. Where Danzo doesn't go to the Kage Summit, and Sasuke has to try and take him out inside Konoha's walls.
So then they would really have a reason to be pissed with him.
Yeah.
they really would, yeah. Especially if he just breaks his way in, which he would.
Because that's how he do. Because he's Sasuke, and he's a dick like that. Yeah. What's our questions for this week? Bleach. Out of the many, many, many traps in this series, which one would you hit? If you had to hit one.
I don't want anyone to answer this question.
I kind of
Why?
Because the audience is going to say Charlotte Coolhorn.
Who?
the drag queen. Aronka.
Oh. Alright. I mean, that's a weird but fair answer.
Yeah, so that's the Bleach question this week.
Sure. I support that.
And the Naruto question,
I'm so sorry.
something to do with the war effort, or the whole thing.
Alright. Well, the war is going on. Okay. Here's a question. What kind of war weapon, like major war weapon, would you like to see ninjas use? Like ballista, trebuchets, what would a ninja use in a big war in terms of mass artillery?
Automatic machine gun that fires kunai.
Yeah.
Trains, and also zeppelins. They use those too, apparently.
Just in general, how does war work for ninjas in your mind?
Okay. Let's make it really simple. What non-traditional ninja weapon would be the most interesting to use in this series? Because they're not traditional ninjas anyway, but they still use the traditional ninja weapons for baffling reasons. So no swords, no kunai, no shuriken, no ninja wire, I guess.
Ninja wire.
Hand-to-hand, gauntlets, claws, none of those.
Like, heck, cannon, trebuchet. I'd like to say again, trebuchet.
You just like saying that, don't you?
Trebuchet are really hard to use. Do you realize that?
I know a guy I have a friend, my DM for D&D is really, really a big fan of trebuchets, so he puts them wherever he can in every single battle that he can. So we always use them, and everybody likes trebuchets. It's all happy.
You know why trebuchets were used in, like, sieges, right?
Yeah.
Because you can only aim them at big fucking walls of targets.
You use it for big battles. I like trebuchets. Got a problem with the trebuchet? Huh?
Trebuchets suck.
They kind of do. I mean...
But they've got the funnest name.
Unless you want to spread disease, because, I mean, you can just launch dead bodies at people, and that's pretty effective.
I guess. It's gross, but yeah.
Well, yeah,
also,
it's not supposed to be pretty.
It spread disease in your own troops as well, because they have to handle the dead bodies.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, so that's the question. Don't answer trebuchets, because that's a stupid answer. I guess we're done for the week, then.
Yeah.
So, thanks for listening and stuff. We'll be back next week with the second part of the war arc, because it's the war. Also more Bleach.
Yay.
More Bleach.
Probably. Assuming he comes out with another chapter and isn't, like, back in the hospital for stupid reasons. I shouldn't say stupid reasons. If you're sick, get better.
What if it's pink eye?
You still probably should get better, though.
Well, yeah. I think he means, like, don't drive on the wrong side of the street or something. Don't get yourself in the hospital for stupid reasons. Like that.
Yeah, that's a good reason. Yeah. Let's say I was saying that, not something really, really dumb and mildly offensive.
Sure.
All right. Bye now.
See ya.
Later, jerks.
See ya.